Hi guys and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you see and if you want to see more. Coming up in today's episode, we have a look at last year's League Leaders Shield winners, Catalans Dragons, and where I think they'll finish in 2022 in our final prediction for this year's Super League. And our final prediction of the season will be the Catalans Dragons. The Catalans Dragons won the League Leaders Shield in 2021, and we're now going to have a look into their prospects for 2022. After a season where they played 23, won 19, and lost 4, with 688 points for, it was a very good season for the Catalan side. Most of their team will be looking to go one step further from their grand final defeat to go on to lift that big trophy. But who knows, they might be the one that goes all the way, or they might just fall at the final hurdle yet again. They're hoping for better, yes, but they can be so pleased off after their 2021 season. It was their second ever trophy after reaching 3 finals in their history, should I say. So, let's begin. Catalans Dragons, part of Super League since 2006, but they weren't the first French team to join the league, as there was an experiment in the north of France with Paris Saint-Germain joining the initial 2 years of the Super League period. But it wasn't until the year 2000 when Catalan were being talked about, when an idea to form 2 clubs in Perpignan, one being 13 Catalans and the other one AS San Esteve, to create the Catalans Dragons, initially formed underneath the banner Union Tres Este Catalan, UTC as abbreviated. While 13 Catalan, Tres Catalan are no longer playing rugby league properly, San Esteve play in the French Elite 1 and also serve as the reserve team for Catalans Dragons. UTC applied to join Super League in 2005 and were selected ahead of Toulouse Olympic and Villeneuve Leopards to enter the league for the 2006 season. The franchise was then named Catalans Dragons, and, as I mentioned, San Esteve is their reserve club. The club set a target of 75% of players would be qualified to play for France. Catalans benefited from the licensing program that Super League were running, as they were not allowed to be relegated for the first 3 years while the franchising was going ahead. While the Stade Gilbert Brutus was their initial home, I mean the home that's mostly recognised for the Catalans' success, it was the rugby union, the Stade Aimé Giral, that Catalan first played their games at, and indeed won their first ever Super League match with a 38 points to 30 win against Wigan on the 11th of February 2006. Their first coach was Mick Potter, who helped reach the Challenge Cup final in 2007. They also managed to finish 2007 off the bottom of the season, finishing in a respectable 10th place. He was also their initial coach when entering Super League. And throughout their short career, they've had coaches such as Kevin Walters, Trent Robinson, and Lauren Frazier who come through the doors. But it wasn't until the appointment of Steve McNamara when Catalans really felt some success, as in his first year, 2017, they won the Challenge Cup final. Then, in progressive steps, until last season, when they won the League Leaders Shield and also achieved a final spot at the Grand Final. – Catalans have more or less kept the same squad as last year, as only James Maloney and Joel Tompkins has gone through the door. James Maloney is still in France playing for FC Lesignan in the part-time Elite 1 league, and Joel Tompkins decided to retire from the game, like his younger brother Logan. But Catalan have decided to keep hold of the rest of their squad, such as Sam Tompkins, who won the Man of Steel in 2021, their leading try scorer Tom Davis, their club captain Benjamin Garcia, fan favourite Sam Castellano, and up-and-coming star Arthur Morgs, who set the French field alight when he played his games and made plenty of heads turn and coming into playing games. So what did they do to plug up the holes of the two that left? Well, they signed three, didn't they? First of all, they signed Dylan Napper, a big hitting forward who had international appearances available to him, playing for the Cook Islands. Also, he's a representative for Queensland 7 times as well, and has 174 NRL games to his name with Sydney Roosters and Canterbury Bulldogs. But their prize signing seems to be Mitchell Pearce. The halfback has joined from Newcastle Knights, where he played 71 games and scored 15 tries. He started off his career as well at the Sydney Roosters, playing 238 games and scoring 62 tries, and probably comes in to replace James Maloney's kicking prowess when it comes to point scoring. And they've also brought in Tyrone May, who's a little bit controversial but has grand final in Australia experience. He's just come off Penrith's win in 2021 and joined Catalan, but the year before he was a nearly man as well when he was runners-up with the Penrith Panthers in 2020. Catalans will be his second club, but he had played 56 games in the NRL, scoring 10 tries, plus he's a one-time Samoan international, which means all three of these signings are worthy enough to spot any rugby league club in the world, but they've chosen the south of France, which isn't a bad spot to stay in. So where are Catalans gonna finish? Well, if you've been keeping up to date with everything, I think they're gonna finish second this year, and possibly run Saints close again to the grand final. While I've not really been a fan of Steve McNamara as a coach due to his less than impressive CV before joining Catalans, and seems to have looked into a team with a different rule set to most Super League clubs. He's done okay, but all he needed to do was get them playing, and he has got them playing, so I've got to give him big props for that. But saying that, I think most Super League coaches at this time could go into Catalans and do a job exactly the same. But I digress. They are keeping together a squad. They are off the back of a grand final and off the back of a League Leaders Shield. They can go over, well, one of two ways. One, Wigan 2021. Or they can emulate what Penrith did and go that one step further. Someone will be so far away in front of them in the league that they overtake them in the playoffs and the grand final. If they meet up with Saints in the semis, for instance, there's a chance that they could knock them out and take the Super League crown, the grand final crown. But they meet each other in the final, I think it's Saints to win. It's just those fine margins. So that's where I think each will finish. But anyway, because of that, that leaves this league table. So there you go. My thinking of who and where each team are going to finish during 2022. I made a bold prediction yesterday that St. Helens were going to win every game during the regular season, and they could quite possibly do so. But I think it'll be very, very hard thinking about it clearly now. But I do back them for winning all 3 trophies. They're just strong and relentless, and they've added more quality to their squad. They were almost there last year. They won 2 out of 3. League Leaders Shield isn't just evading them. The only place that they could fall down is if they meet someone who's got momentum in the playoffs, and they'll win the other 2 instead. So, there's my final league table. To my right, your left, and my face is next to it, my banner's above it, and that's where I think each team are. Call me names and disagree with me in the comments section below. So that's it for my final predictions, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and also share this video worldwide, as well as clicking that notification bell for any updates that may be coming your way in the next few days. So tell me what your thoughts are on these predictions. Do you think I should go into the NRL? It'd be tough to do 16 as soon as possible, or should I just do my research and come up with a league table and give you a little bit of insight to tell you where I think each team will be? Or should I get someone else involved? Your guess is as good as mine. Anyway, I'm looking to improve this channel. I'm looking for information on how to do so. Your suggestions will always be welcome. I want the debate on where teams are, but please keep it respectful. We're all respectful people. We're all part of the rugby league family. Let's keep that formula together and grow this fantastic sport once again. Whether it's in France, where it was once the #1 sport in France, or UK, where the full-time teams were getting more crowds than what Union were getting in amateur days. Anyway, thank you for watching. Remember to share this video worldwide. And in the meantime, stay safe, all the best, and I'll see you in the next video.